Waiting to see if the DA would charge or send it to the grand jury. She's been covering this case since day one, live here in the studio with this latest development, and also you've got reaction from the family tonight.
We certainly do. Now, they're telling me this is welcome news because they've been waiting for more than 4.5 months to know what the district attorney's office would do with this case. Now, their attorney telling me Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson indicated to them that he was leaning towards bringing charges against Officer Bookman. So far, no charges filed, but we do know the DA's office does seek an indictment by a grand jury for Durham's death, making Durham's attorney and domestic partner, who I spoke with today, cautiously optimistic.
I say it's bittersweet. It's when I first heard about this today, I was happy and I cried. So that's the reaction that came from me. So it's to mixed emotions. But good mixed emotions. And I'm hopeful that this goes all the way.
The Clark County District Attorney's Office plans to give Bookman a Marcum notice that informs him of the state's intent to initiate grand jury proceedings against him. The grand jury will consider various pieces of evidence, and that includes the shooting on November 12th. Durham calls 911 for help when a person breaks into his home. As seen on body camera video, Bookman responds with officers, kicks down the door, and finds Durham struggling over a knife with an intruder identified by police as Alejandro Boudreau. Bookman shoots Durham while simultaneously saying, "Drop the knife." Boudreau is not hurt and arrested by officers. News 3 uncovering during this investigation, Bookman responded to the home the night prior on a trespassing call involving Boudreau. Body camera from that incident right there you see shows him interacting with the duo outside as well as inside the home when responding. Now, when going to that home invasion call, well, Bookman actually mentions a potential suspect description because of his previous interaction with both of them. The Durham family finds this latest step encouraging, but wants to know the charges the state plans to pursue.
I want an indictment to be issued for murder, and I want an ultimate conviction. And I think the family wants to see that happen as well. So when that happens, we'll feel like there's some justice that happened.
Are you hopeful that the grand jury will indict him?
I am certain that they will. I can't see anybody looking at this and not seeing it as a crime with the amount of shots that Bookman released on Brandon.
It was a total of 6 shots. Now, I did reach out to Metro Police today, who tell me they are aware the DA plans to send the case to the grand jury. A statement says, in part, in the interest of not influencing the grand jury, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department will not be making additional statements while this case navigates the legal process. I also reached out to the Las Vegas Police Protective Association. That's the union that represents Bookman. A statement says, in part, while Mr. Durham's death is tragic, Officer Bookman believed it was necessary to use deadly force based on the circumstances he observed. His actions are not criminal. We have faith in the criminal justice system, and we trust that the result will be just. I asked the Durham's attorney what happens if the grand jury decides to not indict Bookman. Well, he says it would show a failure by the state to present the case. You can visit news3lv.com for all of our previous coverage, starting from the morning of that shooting. Jim and LaToya.
Yeah, this is a case that, as you know, Kristen, has garnered national attention. Many people talking about this, and now we're finally hearing what could be happening next to this officer who's been accused of this. Thank you so much for your reporting.
Absolutely.